Most people leave old dead batteries sitting in a corner of the garage and spend money on a new one because they think the old battery is completely useless. But today, I'm going to reveal a little-known secret. Sometimes the problem is not the entire battery at all, but one small hidden fault that most people never notice. The interesting part is that the fix is very simple. If it works, it could save you a lot of money. Welcome back to Dan Fix. I'm Dan. First, I want proof before we touch anything inside. Connect this small test bulb to the battery terminals. Nothing happens. The bulb does not glow at all. That tells us the battery cannot deliver useful power right now. Next, we use a multimeter for a second check. Set it to DC voltage, then touch the red probe to the positive terminal and the black probe to the negative terminal. Again, there is no clear sign of life. Many people would call it junk, but we still do not know what is happening inside. Have you ever seen a battery show zero life and still wondered if something inside could be saved? Before opening any battery, I always check the case carefully. If the battery is swollen, cracked, leaking hot, or marked as sealed maintenance-free, do not open it. Use a flat screwdriver at the seam of the top cover. Tap the handle lightly with a hammer to break the old glue inside. Work slowly around the edge until the cover starts lifting. Do not crack the case. Before going further, put on safety glasses and chemical-resistant gloves. Battery acid can burn skin, damage eyes, and ruin clothing. Work outside or in a ventilated area. Carefully pour the electrolyte from the battery into a chemical-safe plastic container. Do not use metal. Look at this liquid. It is cloudy, dirty, and full of old sediment. The question is whether we can clean it enough to test again. Place one plastic basin on a small stand and put a second basin underneath it. Use a cloth as a filter path. The liquid soaks through the fabric and drips into the lower basin while much of the dirt stays trapped above. We will let that keep working and come back later. While the liquid filters, we prepare a cleaning solution. Pour clean water into a plastic container, then add about 5 tablespoons of baking soda. Stir until it dissolves. I like baking soda here because it reacts with leftover acid and helps loosen old buildup inside the battery case. Have you ever used baking soda to clean or neutralize something in the garage? Place a plastic funnel into each cell opening and pour the baking soda solution in slowly. Right away, foam and trapped gas push upward. That reaction tells us acid residue is still inside. Do not seal the battery while this happens. Let the gas escape, keep your face away, and give the mixture about 30 minutes to work. After the wait, we hold the battery firmly and shake it carefully. We are not trying to damage the plates inside. We just want the liquid to move through the cells and loosen dirt that has been sitting there for years. Then pour the dirty mixture into a waste container. Look at the sediment coming out. That buildup can block flow, contaminate the electrolyte, and make the battery act worse than it really is. The next step is simple but important: rinse with clean water. Pour water into the cells, shake the battery gently, and pour it out. Repeat that cycle several times. Water in, shake, water out. I keep going until the water comes out much clearer and the heavy dirt is mostly gone. This wastewater can still contain acid and lead, so collect it and dispose of it properly. Do not pour it onto the ground or down a storm drain. Now, let's check the electrolyte we filtered earlier. It looks much cleaner than before. This cloth filter trick removed a surprising amount of sediment. How do you usually filter dirty liquid or old fluid in your workshop? Before pouring anything back into the battery, we clean the small indicator, sometimes called the battery eye. This part helps show the fluid level and charge state on some batteries. Remove it carefully. Wipe away grime with a little WD-40 on a cloth and reinstall it. Set the funnel into each cell opening and pour the filtered electrolyte back evenly. Work slowly. Do not overfill the cells. Keep the level controlled so the plates are covered but the battery still has room to breathe during charging. Once the liquid is back inside, press the cover into place. Use hot glue along the edge to hold the cover down for this test. I want to be clear, this is not a factory rebuild. It is a controlled garage experiment, so the seal only needs to hold the cover steady while we test the result. Next, clean the two battery terminals. Use sandpaper and rub each post until the dull oxidized layer comes off and brighter metal appears. I never skip this step because dirty terminals increase resistance, and resistance steals power before it reaches the tool bulb or vehicle. After the outside looks clean, we repeat the bulb test before charging. This is the moment that tells us whether the cleaning process made any real difference. Touch the bulb leads to the terminals again. Look at that. The bulb lights up even before a full charge. That does not mean the battery is fully recovered yet, but it is a strong sign that the internal cleaning filtered electrolyte and clean terminals helped restore a usable electrical path. Next, we charge it with the correct 12-volt battery charger. I charge it in a ventilated area away from sparks and flame because lead-acid batteries can release hydrogen gas. When the charger finally shows full, I run the last test again. If we check with a multimeter, the voltage should also show a healthier reading than we saw at the start. Compare that to the beginning. The bulb was dead, the meter showed almost no life, and the battery looked ready for recycling. This method will not save every battery. If the plates are damaged, the case leaks, the battery is swollen, or it cannot hold a charge after testing. Recycling is the right choice. But in this test, I believe one hidden problem made the battery look worse than it really was. If you found this useful, hit like, subscribe to DanFix, and tell me what old garage item you want us to test next.